Hey YouTubers, your old buddy Platt. Today we're going to wrap up our white wine varietal section in the wine series. The last varietal we're going to talk about is Viognier. Viognier is a classic French white wine grape. It's the predominant grape in Condrieu, which is a white wine from the Rhone Valley of France, which is in the southern section of France. The possible origins of this grape is, it's believed it's from Croatia. And it's also believed that it was brought from Croatia by the Romans to the Rhone Valley, which kind of makes sense. Romans obviously conquered a large chunk of Europe, and they also were very prolific wine makers, so again, it kind of makes some sense. The grape itself almost went extinct at one point in time. In 1965, there was only about 8 acres of production of this grape, but the grape bounced back a little bit. Now, in the last few years, it's become popular enough where it's grown in most of the New World wine growing regions: North America, South America, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. One of the things holding this grape back is that it's difficult to grow. It's prone to a powdery mold. The yield is low, which obviously the vineyards do not like. Has to be picked at full ripeness. The wines that the Viognier grape produce have a low acidity, which means they need to be drank young. They are mostly dry wines, but there are some late season dessert wines produced from it, but most of the time you're going to get a dry wine from this. One positive about the Viognier grape is, or especially the wine, is that they tend to be aromatic, and you'll get peach, apricot, some minerality on the nose. And because of that aromatic quality, it's great for blending. It's often blended with several other grape varieties, even Shiraz, which is grape we'll review later when we get into red wines. As far as food pairing wise, we're going to pair this with some spicy dishes, something like maybe a pad thai, rich seafood dishes, and even something like a grilled lobster. The particular one we're going to try today is the Yalumba Viognier 2016. It's out of Australia, South Australia. A couple of interesting things about the vineyard. The vineyard was founded in 1852 by a gentleman named Samuel Smith, and he bought the original 80 acres of land with $300 of gold he had earned during the mid-1800s gold rush down there. Currently today, this winery is one of only 4 in the world that has their own cooperage. Now, cooperage is where they make the wooden barrels for wine, but they were also used in spirits and now even beer. So let's give this a try. All right, let's give her a little nose. I do get the minerality on the nose. Not much peach or apricot, but like I said, I do get the minerality. Let's give her a taste. Does remind me a little Chardonnay in the body. There's a little sweetness there. It's not too dry. Don't get the acidity on the side. Nice viscosity. A little honeysuckle maybe. I could see where this wine pairs with food nice because there's enough that it's got enough substance to it to stand up to food. You know, you're spicy. There's enough sweetness where I see where it pairs with the spicy food. Like I said, minerally nose, but it's a nice minerality, if that makes any sense. Pleasant wine, very drinkable. Nothing pops though. I will say this: it's not crisp, it's not real sweet. It's just a nice little wine, but nothing really stands out. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always leave them in the comment section, or you can contact me on the Twitter page. Well, until next time, bottoms up.